Alright, guys. BLM here, hopefully. Alright, seems like we're live. I should probably check audio. I think we're good, right? Yeah. Alright. I'm early! And by early, I mean only 7 minutes late. That's early! There's quite a bit to talk about, right? I feel like there's a lot to talk about. I don't know how much of it's necessarily fun, though. But obviously Big Brother's happening. And by Big Brother's happening, I mean Big Brother's fucking over. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Start post episode 1 stuff, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, again, I'm so early today. I'm only 7 minutes late. That's so early. Psycho H curse. Oh, yeah, I guess that is a thing. So, yeah. MJ greatest player of all time, obviously. I went all in on MJ in the stock market and stock watch too, which is so annoying. Because like I was doing so well, I was like almost cracking top 100 after like getting a really bad start to the season. Because I went on like all in on chemo in a spot where he didn't get any money, and then I went all in on T-Core last week, lost like half my money, and then this week I went all in on MJ, and then now I'm fucking dead pretty much. But yeah, playing Kunitsu-Gami. That game. We'll see how this fucking goes. Has Simon posted more? Because if he's like as of last stream, it actually turns out filming didn't start until the next day. So like in terms of everything we talked about last stream, none of that's relevant. But I haven't like kept up on Simon. Mackenzie is using the video, yes, and putting up Leah. Did he post about 47? Again, I literally have not followed Simon at all. How did he post about 47? This is bottom 3 season gameplay wise. It's down there. It's certainly bad. Because like at this point, it's like essentially just everyone's like handing Chelsea the game, and Chelsea herself is a very like questionable player in herself. So it's like, yeah. Whatever, I'll just start the game. I don't even know what the fuck this game is, straight up. I've seen like 15 seconds of gameplay. We'll see how it goes. Find out how well Chelsea is doing in the game, considering how much she's doing wrong. Yes, pretty much.
This is a new tale.
Like it's so funny that like literally last week she like did things that should have like burned all of her allies. Yet she like a week later she's in a spot where like it's almost impossible to get her out before final 3 at this point.
Like a silk pulled taut.
Or again, I'm not ruling out that like someone could like vote her out 3. I still think that's a possibility. But if they don't, then she just wins. So
if I believe
yeah.
in the great mountain
Again, also you can vote her out 4.
myself unto her, the villagers shall have peace and prosperity.
MG's your last draft pick? Are you screwed? Yeah, I think so. Is this your game of the year? Is it? Cam cutting Chelsea for MJ is the funniest outcome. I think it's possible. Like, I think the only hope for I think that is the only hope for a season is Cam does a John Party. Like, I think that's literally the last hope that Chelsea. Well, again, hope as in like, again implies I'm not like rooting for a Chelsea win, but like in terms of for anything but a Chelsea win, I feel like Cam cutting her at the last second is pretty much like the only thing we have left. By the way, stream from Xbox, so we'll see how audio goes. Chelsea in the draft. I believe, if I remember right, didn't Menace pick her in like the final round? Like she was like one of the last like 3 or 4 picks or something. Yeah, Menace got her at pick number 13. So, yep, that's how that went. I didn't finish it because of time. It's a great game you played all year. Let's see how that goes. Really cool visually so far. Oh, Angela over Mackenzie to win. I don't know. To be honest, I think there's an argument. Leah HOH do anything besides the lady? What do you mean? Leah's going home. Thank you, James Gio for 10-month resub. What non-AU or US seasons should you watch before World? So 2017. Oh, actually, let's think about this because I actually don't remember. Who's on there that like season wise? 2017, 2019, All Stars, right? But like you don't necessarily need All Stars, probably. I don't know. Heroes of Villains though is a big one. Definitely Heroes of Villains. Kind of Titans vs Rebels. And I guess kind of Brains vs Brawn, but I believe everyone from Brains vs Brawn also is returning. Right? I think that's the breakdown. Stuff like that. Yeah, I did hear about that. They killed Janky! I didn't watch the episode, obviously, but like, I didn't realize this was a side scroller. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it is 3D. Yeah, I have listened to the Zings. They're not great. Like, Chelsea's is decent. Oh, there was another one that was decent. I thought Cam's was fine. But yeah, like Mackenzie's was terrible. Angela's was like fine, I guess. I mean, it's a song, so it's like I don't know. I guess that kind of makes it better. Oh yeah, I forgot about like the world part of it. Yeah, obviously, SA Island of Secrets. You need to watch. I believe you've already watched it, right? And New Zealand, Thailand, I guess is like all, right? Well, because like obviously there's Norway, but it's like who the fuck watches Norway? What is a dance attack? Oh, okay. I guess that's a dance attack. Rabina's was shit. Rabina's was nothing. Yeah, it wasn't even about her. It was just about Tucker, and it was just calling Tucker a fucker. It's like, who cares? Like, it's not like, why is that funny? That Tucker is a fucker. I thought that was like I thought like next to MJ, I thought that was the worst one. Like if I'm ranking them, I think it's like literally MJ's is the worst. I think Rabina's the second worst. Let's see. So again, I think Chelsea 1, Cam, Angela 2, 3. It's like whatever. Leah's was bad. Leah is probably like 5. So I guess Chemo 4, which that's fine. I think that's probably the ranking. One of the retired BB Comics. Well, they're gonna be there next week. 100%. That's the veto next week, right? BB Comics. Final 5 veto. Zingbox season ranking. I actually want to do that. It's on my list. Actually, no. Actually, I don't think it is on my list, is it? I think it's a video I've always like thought I would do, but I don't think I actually ever like cared enough to jot it down. Because I think I wrote down OTEV, and then I was like, well, yeah, and OTEV's there. I'll probably remember all the other things like they're also like staples. But yeah, I don't think I ever did actually jot down Zingbot. And like obviously like BB Comics would be another like sort of ranking. But yeah. Angela to go home. I think best case scenario for season is an Angela win. It was I need to talk to Chelsea because it could be nothing but a worrisome. It's the reason why I made. Well, you fucked it up. It's so annoying. Like I think like the thing about Leah too, it's so annoying because like she literally like had like she literally said what the optimal play was and just didn't do it. E-Comics is a boring comp. I would agree. I don't think it's great. And yeah, it is obviously very catered towards physical people. Like, sure, like, I mean, like, MJ's, if she's there, which is a big maybe, MJ, if she's there, probably just wins BB Comics, right? Wait, Nam and Turbo H are on Exaclon Germany? That's a fucking thing. They're both on Exaclon Germany or whatever. Well, to be fair, if Animal's OTEV ranking, I believe, is like actually ranking the OTEVs, right? Well, I would be ranking the competitions. Like, I believe he ranked like the OTEVs themselves, right? Well, I wanted to rank the OTEV competitions. Different, obviously. It's still not that great of a video idea, though. Again, I probably won't actually do it. It's literally just on my list. Who do I think is going home next to Survivor? Okay, like tribe by tribe. I would say Yellow. I would say Annika. Red. Probably Genevieve. I think like Genevieve, or it could be like a Kashan or Saul. Okay, what the fuck? How many are spawning in right now? What the fuck? Um, Actually, I didn't turn down audio. Not that I don't know how it is, but I might as well just turn it down just for the sake of it anyway. Yeah, let's just do that. Like I would assume if red goes to tribal, I assume Rome plays idol and then someone gets idled out. Whether it be like Genevieve because they split the vote, or ends up being like, I guess because of some weird circumstance, like Saul or Kashan end up being taken up for the majority. I'll be surprised if it's Asia or T, based on the edit. I feel like Saul actually kind of makes sense considering he is like a bit overshadowed, and obviously people that get idled out usually have smaller edits. Or like, I don't know. I think that's kind of likely. Blue's actually so something I've been thinking about. So like with blue, I think it's a guy. Is what I think. I think it's either Gabe or like, but then again, Gabe has an idol, right? But it extended to three rounds. So it's like, okay, I could see a world where Gabe gets one side of an idol. I could see a world where it's just TK or Kyle. I do think it is one of the guys, or it's Caroline. I guess like Caroline could be an unreliable narrator in that light. But like, I think the fact that like we got focus on Caroline talking about how the guys are like broing down or whatever, it's like I feel like that like makes it seem to me that it's going to be a guy going first from that tribe. Saul's confessional being about Rome. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's literally his only confessional is about Rome, which also is funny because like he's in the so we got deleted scenes. One of them is literally Saul talking like about himself. I mean, like seemingly immediately after that, right? He gets to talk about like his occupation, and he goes into like, mind you, that also bleeds into bad content. It's like him telling Rome, he's warning Rome about people thinking that he's looking for an idol, and then Rome goes to Genevieve, is like annoyed at Saul. It's like, to be fair, that's actually negative content by the end of it, but so he was meant to get more content. Also, I would say, I don't know how much you want to talk about the deleted scenes stuff, but Sue is not looking great. I had seen number 2 on my power coming out of the premiere. I feel like after the deleted scene, she's probably dropping a bit. By a bit, I mean probably, like, realistically, probably not a lot. I probably won't, like, genuinely drop her that much for now, but, like, with the context of, like, her entire, like, intro package is a deleted scene, I feel like that's not good. Because it's literally, like, her entire intro talking about, like, her daughter and stuff, too, right? It's, like, it's a lot of personal content. They just outright deleted and put as a deleted scene, which is like if this is the winner, this would probably be in there, right? You would think, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I am streaming after the double. So okay, so this is the plan. So I said I might stream this Thursday if we had a live like thing. We didn't, obviously. However, I do want to finish platinuming Astro's Playroom at some point, and that's not going to be a long stream. It'll probably be like 2 hours or something. However, obviously we're going to have the double this week, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do it then. I think that's probably just a good time. So yeah, I'll probably stream after the double. Relatively short stream, but again, it's at least a reason to. Where we're trying to see rank amongst overall players, I think that's tough. I would say around top 20-ish. If she wins, obviously. Well, I guess the question is if she wins. It depends on how she wins, obviously. But if it's like a straightforward path at this point, just gets to the end, has like Tucker, why do I say Tucker? Cam take her to the end. Like I think, yeah, I think like probably top 20. I don't know, is she better than like Maggie? I don't know. I would say like hovering around that spot. At the end of the day, though, like I still think like I would want to leave her outside of like my good player grouping, which I think is like top 18 or 17 or something like that. Essentially after Maggie, or like those are players that I feel like I would have confidence in most given seasons. I would not have confidence in Chelsea in most given seasons. I think she's I keep Hell yeah, compliment. Well, thank God. Um, there's only 2 people streaming Astra's Player right now because they're so busy streaming Astrobot. Ninja goes home where she ranked around someone like Rennie. Probably worse. Like at least Rennie was in like a solid group for a bit. Like I think Angela's terrible. Like I think she's like a really bad player. um, like she's able to like have competent strategic thoughts at points, but then she just like blows it up anyway. Uh, like I didn't watch Shanky's death, but I think it's funny that they did that. Did MJ have any reason to win HOH? I mean, it's like, I don't know, why not? Add to your resume. Shouldn't have done what she did with this HOH, but I don't think it's bad that she inherently won this HOH. Yeah, again, yeah. It's like, I think most players are bad, is the thing. Like, most players of the show, I would not have faith in most given situations. Because, like, again, Chelsea being top 20 is not really like, oh my god, Chelsea's such a great player. It's really like, I guess she's like not the worst ever. Chelsea likable? I don't know. Not really. She's not unlikable either, but she's not particularly likable. Particularly around like the cam of it all. Ashley Mitchell came back to Instagram today. Well, it's something. I mean, she'll be back on TV in what, like a year? Not even a year. I mean, like probably like 6 months, stuff like that. Putting a Leah Chelsea fight probably after the veto. Yeah. I didn't know. I think it'll be. Well, I think it'll be a Leah MJ fight, but then Chelsea would probably join in, if I were to guess. What is this purging defilement? Cool. I got a Lavender Lady reunion. Oh yeah, Big Sylvia's wedding happens. Yeah, what is this about AOC? This is just a Survivor thing, or? Oh, no, this is I'll keep watching a bit more casually. Fun fact: Courtney Yates and I are both waitresses. Actually, I did know that actually. But yeah, that's kind of funny. That I mean, too bad she like AOC. That would have been too young, right? Because like Courtney was on Survivor what 17 years ago. How old is AOC? She's what like 34 or something, right? Yeah. So she's literally 17 at that point. Janky. Yeah, I know this is a thing. But yeah, Janky World merch. Thank fucking God. Everyone wanted that. If Chelsea wins, I need a return with comp to players. I would love to see it. Don't know how it'll go, but I would love to see it. Different again. Like I think Chelsea, like on most seasons, probably makes it deep. Like I think on most given seasons, she's gonna make jury. I don't know how much faith I really have in her to like play optimally within that, but yeah, I think she will make it most times. What's Cam's winner prospects look like? Get the 3 with Chelsea and cut her. If he does, he probably wins. Not guaranteed, but I think likely that's what would happen. So yeah, power ranking right now is Chelsea 1 by a lot, but then Cam 2. Again, Chelsea intends on going to the M Cam still. To where, yeah, again, if he wins the final comp, votes her out, could win. I don't think Angela can win a jury vote. I think it's unlikely. But also it's like she's probably not getting there at this point. I think she's probably. So I think this is what happens with the double at this point. I think MG's probably gonna be the target. If MG wins veto, probably Angela just goes at that point. What is this? Okay, so there's like entire. Like I knew that there were like RTS elements to this game. Okay, what the fuck was any of that? Oh my god, there's fucking so much shit in this game. Jury roundtable will talk themselves into voting for Angela. I don't know. If Chelsea wants to bring Cam to 3, she should probably stop pissing off. Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying that. I don't think she's that the greatest player. I don't know if she like what does Chelsea want for Final Two though is interesting. Like, does she want MJ right now? Is that what her plan is? Um, but also again, like I know there's a lot of talk about how MJ's like starting to be the new Tucker and everything. Uh, so like I don't know, like does that translate to like Chelsea and Cam? Are they gonna be wanting Mackenzie gone too? Or, like obviously, I think Chemo and Robina definitely will be targeting MJ in a double. Probably Angela still targets Chelsea, right? But probably can't get rid of her. Where at this point, again, like if Chelsea even goes on a block, I don't think she can go home. Like I don't know the combination of people that would allow her to go home. I guess like yeah, because like again against Chemo and Rabina, it's too late. She needs like they would have needed Leah as another vote. So like if she's on the block against either of them, it's like I think she has the votes anyway. Against Angela, she just outright doesn't have the vote, or she has the votes, I should say. Against Cam, yeah, I think either way, I think Chelsea probably stays at this point. For Sean's 40 video, I'm gonna rant about how stupid Tony was first move. No, I won't. I think it's dumb, but it's not like I don't know. I think also Avery was really dumb. What am I doing? Carve Spirit Path? What the fuck does that even mean? Or does it mean wait here? Oh, it's an Emily's run. I mean, it's not good. It's like pretty much worst case scenario. Wait, where do I have to do this at? I don't get what I'm doing. Is it up here I have to do it? No. Would anyone that ever made Jury be a worse winner than Jag? So Quinn? I mean, Quinn wouldn't be great. I don't know, probably not. I mean, again, like I think you have to be voted out, or at least be like saved by a twist in a spot where you would have been voted out to be worse than Jack. For me. I don't know why you're still looking at this. I think for the series rewatch before landed 16 out of 21. That's about right. I think that's around where I have it, right? Like kind of in that sort of like quadrant of the list. Mackenzie got saved by A Arena twice. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, maybe Mackenzie. I think Mackenzie might be. I don't know. Especially if, like, she's playing the way that she is now. Like if she gets to the end of the game, like just following Chelsea and like burning her own like relationships along the way, and she just like somehow stumbles into a win. Like say like Cam wins final HOH, cuts Chelsea, and somehow MJ wins that jury vote. It's like, oh, that's probably worse. I don't know. It's certainly not good. Is that something Wes was saying? Which, don't know. I think I also need a single bad move. It's bad. Jack Fond decision. I mean, yeah, okay, let's say, like, actually, no, but then she would go to... Okay, I guess it would have to be, like, MJ wins final HOH, takes Chelsea, and then somehow beats Chelsea. That's how it would have to happen, right? Because that's essentially the Jag, like, beating Matt. Is that. But also, it's like, I think that's, like, way less likely. Where I don't see how Chelsea loses to MJ. Really, in general, like, I think it's tough to see, like, her losing at all in a jury vote at this point. Like, even against, like, Chemo and Rabina, who have, like, 2 locked-in jury votes. Even there, it's like... I guess, like, could Quinn vote for Chemo? Like, if it's Chemo Chelsea, actually, to be fair, I mean, you could squeeze it out. Yeah, maybe there's a world where like Chemo could beat Chelsea. Because Chemo Chelsea, it's like again he has T-Core, he has Rabina. I think Quinn would be like in the middle. He really likes Chemo. Though I think he does recognize that Chelsea's playing the better game. But you have Angela, who probably is a Chemo vote. And you have Leah, who's not a big Chelsea fan. I think probably would vote for him by the end, but I don't know. I can at least see it, I guess. Like against Cam, I think Chelsea just outright wins. Against MJ, I think she just outright wins. Particularly due to how it's like being perceived as well. Especially like at this point, once the jury sees Leah coming into the jury, they're gonna know, oh, like MJ's just an idiot. Like MJ's being like just like a Chelsea puppet, essentially. I think Tucker would have been worse than Jack if he had one out and somehow gotten there. Again, that wasn't happening now. I think the thing is, like, I think they know Chelsea is the big player of the season. Oh wait, fuck! I was not paying attention. I let some through. Well, shit. That's a shame. But yeah, I think they recognize she's the biggest player of the season. The question is, yeah, like, will they get rid of this, like, to win? It's like the thing is, like, I think T-Core and her group will vote for Chelsea no matter what, if she's not against one of their own. Where T-Core left the house like so pro Chelsea. So like I think as long and like even like, actually maybe thinking about it, maybe T-Core votes Chelsea over Chemo. Like there's a chance of that. Because like T-Core left the house saying that her dream was to get to like an all POC women final 3 or whatever. Which obviously excludes Chemo. That means she wanted to go to 3 with Chelsea and Rabina. So it's like, I don't know, maybe she does vote for, like she wanted a POC winner too. So it's like, well, I guess a POC woman winner. So it's like, again, if that's the case, then it's like, oh, maybe she will vote Chelsea over Chemo. Doesn't CT's run also not good. Not great. Yeah, not a great like return for CT. Where it seemed like he was doing a lot of training beforehand. But it was kind of lackluster run. I did like kind of feel like it was kind of a weird edit where like at points it kind of felt like this is like a farewell to him, but also it's like it just felt kind of rushed too. I do expect to see him back, probably. But yeah, if this is his last season, it's definitely not a great way to go out. I already talked about Emily against bad. It's really bad. Emily Sanvina's podcast that she wants to come back. That she doesn't want to come back. That's to be expected. She didn't really want to come back now. like outside of season 40, I don't feel like she ever like really wanted to come back anyway. It's not a shocker that she doesn't want to come back again. What am I doing right now? What am I supposed to be interacting with? Oh, this. Cool. Medra McKenzie wins. I mean, it's not happening now. How does McKenzie, like, legitimately, how does McKenzie win at this point with Leah gone? I guess, like, get to final 2 with Angela, right? But even then, she's trying to get Angela out. Like, her literal plan for next week is to take out Angela. So it's like, and like, her plan for this week was to take out Angela until she was tricked by Chelsea into not. What? I don't get what I'm doing still. Cash prize announced for Avers Woods, 500,000. Well, that's a pretty decent price. I'll be honest, I really don't give a shit. I don't get, like, I saw this too. Like, I saw a lot of people posting, oh my god, I can't wait to see what the prize is. Like, why do you care? Like, why do you care about what other people are going to be winning? It's like, what difference does it make? Like, of what the prize money is. Like, I've never fucking gave a shit ever about what the prize money is for a show. As long as they care enough to actually, like win it. It's like, does that actually, like, do people actually find that like an aspect that makes the show better? Like that, like, oh my god, so for so much money. It's like for Deal No to Island. There are people that are like, oh my god, Deal No to Island, $10 million. I can't wait. I can't wait to see someone win $10 million. It's like, I really don't care. Like, give them nothing for all I care. Um, okay, what am I actually doing? Move, and then, oh, I see what this is. Okay, I see how this works. Kind of. Are there gonna be enemies popping out though? Or do I just have to wait for her? I'm talking about that from a player. I'm not saying that from an, like, I don't give a shit from an audience perspective about BB Can's prize. As a player, I don't see why I would go on the show. Is the thing. Like, I think that's like two separate things. Like, there's a difference between like me as a player and me as a like audience member. As an audience member, I don't give a shit if you give $1 million to the winner of Survivor. That like adds nothing to me as an audience member. As a player, it's a massive advantage of why I would want to go in Survivor over BB Can. Okay, so yeah, there are gonna be more enemies. And it's a Capcom game, so it's like kind of old school like Capcom games. Ray fucked up. He's actually used to live in Australia. Oh, that's interesting. So you'd assume he would have like English, probably be able to gel with at least the Australians, even though he's not going to be on their assume it. Actually makes me mad how dumb MJ is. I mean, yeah, it's not great. Like, I think this is worse than last week I think this is worse than last week with the where like this is just something that should be so extremely obvious. I mean, to be fair, Leah's initial knowledge was really terrible. I think what makes Leah seem better is the fact that she at least got T-Core out by the end, which, like, again, not the best case scenario, but not the worst either. Heal? How the fuck do you heal? Okay, that's photo mode. Cool. That's not what I do. I don't know what any of these buttons do. Oh, there. Heal. I fucking hate Xbox controls. Oh. Well, I thought that would heal her. Oh, well. Straight up, I don't even remember how Devil's Plan was even formatted. I do want to rewatch Devil's Plan, though. I don't know when that'll be. During next week, I'm probably going to start watching the shows I need to watch. Where I am currently still working on the Big Brother review. I have written and recorded up to week 6. So I've gotten up to the Tucker eviction. So I still got to write week 7, 8, 9, and I have to edit. Which my goal would probably be to have that done. Oh shit! What? Not seeing this here. My goal would be to have the review caught up on by, and obviously like after Thursday, after yeah, like be caught up on by probably this time next week, if not Monday. Should we rule out 3 for 50? Probably. How long is it? I mean, it's looking on pace of 25. I don't know exactly how long it is. I mean, like, I can tell you how long it is up to week 6. Or how long I assume it'll be. So recording is 210 minutes. That's what, 3.5 hours. So I'd say it's an hour 45 up to week 6. Which, let's see. Any timestamps for paper 26 or 25 review? Oh, that's actually well behind. And actually, no. Fundamentally, it will be shorter than 25. Actually, won't it? You would assume, considering 25 had more weeks. It had more weeks. There's also 2 doubles. So, I think 26 might actually end up being shorter, but we'll see. See how it goes. Um, I would still say this is probably going to be nearing like 4 hours though. I mean, essentially, Tucker Eviction is literally the halfway point, right? So I guess if you double that, then I guess it's really on 3.5. Actually, I want to see this actually. How long is my like where am I in comparison to my Survivor review? Because that might also be a decent comparison at this point. But yeah, that was 4 hours. Episode 7. Yeah, I'm actually matching my Survivor review. But also, there's less weeks though than Survivor episodes, so again, we'll see. A 10-minute segment about Janky's death. Probably not. Audio shit on the 47 premiere on Paramount. That seems weird. That must be a glitch. Why they move the Survivor episode up a week? Don't know. Yeah, premiere is a week earlier than it normally is. Which, don't know why. How long is this level, by the way? Oh, you can fast forward time? I was not expecting this to be the stream title over here for. I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, and that's been like most of my stream titles. Like, ridiculous. What? Sick Mother and or Sick Mother, Sick Nasty and Mother Angela. It's been in all my stream titles for the last like month or whatever. Death of Janky was burned in a Sarah death scene. I think that's disgusting. I haven't watched the episode, so I get for all. Imagine I watched the episode. I was like, oh my god, this is better than The Last of Us. How do I fast forward again? I legitimately forgot. This playthrough's going so shit. Her Lise is not a Tony fan. Yeah, I know that's the case. Well, she was like on an interview, I believe, during Winners at War with Shannon, where she talked about like she doesn't get the love for Tony. Mind you, that was like mid Winners at War, so maybe it changed, but yeah. Yeah, I see it now. She's talking in the review about how Jerry's better than Julie Chen. I will definitely talk about that. Draft tonight? Maybe. I'm not posted, but I'm also like, I don't know, what are the ideas? Thoughts on Tikor? Mixed bag of player, obviously very passive. Also very, like, not strategically minded. In the sense that I feel like she wasn't really ever playing for herself. It was either she's playing for the trio or playing for, again, having this like all POC end game. It's about where, again, like obviously the cookout, it's a lot more like what do you call it? Not redeemable. That's not the word I'm trying to think of. But yeah, it makes a lot more sense with the cookout situation. I feel like with this, it just feels like she's doing that just because. And to be fair, I believe she's like under the misunderstanding that there's never been an all women final two, right? I believe that's also a factor into this. But yeah, it's like I don't know if I would have like much faith really in T-Core in most given situations. I feel like she's just like so it's probably a bit too empathetic. And through that, I don't know if she'll ever like really have like the killer instinct to really win any season. Where I rank T-Core as a player? I haven't put her on the list yet, but if I were to guess, I would say Nicole Anthony-ish. That kind of makes sense to me. It's probably like bordering on top 100, I guess. Star BB16. Thoughts on? Wait. Oh, in through the 2-part premiere. I don't know. Was Jocasta good early on in BB16? I just remember Jocasta being a dud. But I don't know. Maybe she was great early on. Thoughts on Challenge 40 ups as a whole? I'm trying to remember it. Well, obviously we got the Cara Laurel stuff, which, yeah, definitely feel, I don't know, it's just like felt portrayed, like it was portrayed weirdly. Uh, like definitely like a lot seemed to be cut out, especially because like it feels like it escalates like very quickly with us not really seeing like the true thing that gets it to escalate. Or like all of a sudden we have them like really yelling at each other. Um, and it just like feels like it just happens so abruptly. But I guess still shocking like elimination results. I mean, obviously I knew them because I'm spoiled on Challenge 40, but I would have never guessed Tina would have beaten Emily in particular. Like Nehemiah being CT, that's not as shocking to me. I feel like that's like okay, I could see that happening. But like Tina beating Emily is a much bigger shock to me. Um, yeah, supposedly like Laurel brought up like her like Kara having previously been abused by boyfriends and how she would like help her through that and stuff. It's like I don't know. Supposedly like more was involved with the fight. I love how I just push B without even looking at the things. That's great. What do I do here? I saw RT for something. I don't know what RT was for. Kara said legally they couldn't show what the fight was really about. So I assume Kyle, right? Or not? I don't know. You'd assume that would be a factor. Magistry had a deal with Jinkies. I think I think she'd just quit at that point. I mean, she didn't want to be there anyway. I think I thought, that maybe they had this idea in the back burner for like a really long time. Well, I guess to be fair, 24 like kind of did it, obviously. Maybe they were like planning on bringing it back for 25, and they realized, fuck, we can't do it because Suri. We can't put Suri through this. I don't get what these do, but oh well. These I got cut were Laurel mentioning Kara being abused. Security guard was crying when breaking up the fight, and Kara left the house. Yeah, I knew that too. Kara left the house for a few days. Repair the base. That's my favorite thing to do is repairing the base. Made 28-minute video talking about A vs. the World. What was it, like cast reaction sort of stuff or what? Or just like general, I guess. After A vs. the World, where we do my top 10 international players, I thought about doing my top 10 players video for global, which I've never officially done. And too, I think if I do that, it'll be because Rob Bentley and maybe some other people like move up. But the reason I haven't done it up to this point is because I don't think it's interesting. Because I think like most of the top 10 is just US people anyway. But if again we get some changes through AU versus the World, then it would be worth doing. A few days is crazy. We're just doing nothing for days. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like that's a lot. Like on this season, it's like that's what's been happening, right? Like they literally did nothing for like 2 weeks, right? At the beginning of the game, like they were literally just in the house for like 2 weeks before the game even started. It just seems like that's how the season happened. If Rob Bentley, I assume, wins, would it be the GOAT? We'll have to see. Again, I think there's potential for him to be very highly assessed. I think it's like I don't know, it's tough with this because like it's such a condensed season. We'll have to see like how like real it ends up being. Where again, I'm not sure like how this is really gonna affect the gameplay of it all. We'll see. I think if I were to guess, again, I haven't like properly put the list together, but like if I were to guess right now, I'd probably have Rob Bentley at like number 10 or something. Like he'd probably just like barely make the cut. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Maybe. 26 or 20. Up to this point, 20. But I think there's a shot 26 like has better momentum in the end game to be better. But I would say up to this point, I think I liked 20 more. But also, this is where like 20 goes like really downhill. Did I just go? Yeah, I did see a lot of Persona 6 rumors going on right now. Which, yeah, I mean, I assume like it seems like it's gonna be like announced at least by the end of the year. So that'll be interesting. I don't feel out of every reality TV personality, she hates all the fans. Anissa, yeah, I can see that. I said this before, like I think Anissa just assumes everyone hates her, and through that, like doesn't want to associate with fans. Double and 20 was good. It was fine. It was okay. Goats draft. We drafted different goats from different shows. Oh, do we like? Do we have the predetermined who to go is? Because at that point, then like, what's the difference between that and just like a draft where you can only like draft from specific shows? Oh fuck! I see a lot of updates on my phone. Oh, Mackenzie talked to Leah. Get Rouge. Okay, this is actually a really ironic conversation. If this is like, this is what, 10 minutes ago? Like, MJ's lying to Leah, right? He's like, MJ's like telling, like saying things like, or like they're talking about like being worried that like Chelsea's pinning them against each other and stuff. But like, she's still doing it though, right? Like, this isn't real from Mackenzie's end. Yeah, Leah's still talking about I could have targeted her. Mackenzie says I'm not Chelsea's number one in this game, which it's so funny how like radically different Chelsea is now than what she was like during Janky World Week or whatever. Where it's like last week, it's like she like seemed to be like pretty like fully aware of like her game position and everything. I love like we get to this week where like she's just targeting Angela and fucking Leah, which is so insane. It's like doing almost no damage. Yeah, I think this is one of the seasons where like I actually think the episodes are better than the feeds. Like, feeds have been good at points for sure, but like I think the episodes have been like much better than they normally are. Not perfect. I think last week was like not great episode wise, but again, it's been decent. Especially like early on, I feel like episodes were actually like first 2 weeks. I think episodes were definitely better than the feeds. Doing no damage. Janky, yeah. I find it funny, like, did they actually think that was a good twist? I assume they did, right? They had to. Or, like, why else would they do it? But BB Can 10 feeds were also... BB Can 10... Yeah, I said BB Can. Anyway, BB Can 10 feeds, though, were actually still good, though. It's not like a big... Like, I don't think it was, like, a big disconnect. In the way that BB26 is at points. But, yeah, BB Can 10 is probably one of the best seasons, episode-wise. This eviction is one of the most shocking votes ever. Yeah, kind of. What's happening? Yeah, I think Cedric... I talked about this in the review. I think Cedric Eviction is probably the best eviction episode of all time. Like, excluding double evictions and that sort of thing, I think just singular, like, eviction episodes, I think it's probably the best one. Especially when, like, adding in the AI Arena, too, and, like, like MJ barely beating Rabina. If Leah got Chelsea out and Mackenzie won HOH, would she still target Leah? Wait, if Leah got Chelsea out and Mackenzie won HOH, no, I don't think she does. I think at that point she probably just targets Chemo or Rubino, right? She wouldn't have Chelsea there to like work with. Oh, died or not? Wait, what? Okay, I definitely know what's happening right now. I'm probably gonna fail anyway. I think it's better than telenovela. Well, I mean, I don't think telenovela is like the greatest episode ever. It's good. It's probably the best New Era episode. Actually, is it still the best New Era episode? I think Tevin Boot might be the best New Era episode. Right? I think that's why I even said at the time, didn't I? But I don't know. It's like, so for Big Brother, I think it's like, again, Big Brother, like comparison Big Brother to Survivor, it's like, it's kind of tough to compare the episodes because Big Brother's usually like really shit. Do I have equipment to even change? Flopping? Well, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, telenovelas to Cody Boot for 43. It's the episode that got nominated for an Emmy. I don't know what this is. I guess I'm done changing equipment. I don't even know what any of that is. Which doesn't get evicted next to T-Core. Where I believe, she would have to. Because like the vote, like it comes down to Leah and Angela. They're the swings if that's the case. Like last week, and that's why again, like last week, if she puts up T-Core and Chelsea and Nom stay the same, MJ Cam vote out T-Core, Rabina Chemo vote out Chelsea. Like Angela's the swing. Like Angela and Leah decide the vote. Because at that point they would have both sides campaigning towards to them, to where they can gain capital through that. Instead, they just threw it all away. Yeah, it's a good episode too. I wouldn't have it like I think for me, I think Tevin Boot and I think Telenovela are better, but I think that's very good. It was confirmed that A vs. the World air after Brings Ron. That's what I was assuming at this point. Because again, you would assume that if it was airing before, they would announce. How do you heal again? Just so that I actually can remember to heal. Yeah, like I assumed at this point I'm assuming it'll probably be like July or something. Like it'll kind of be where like Australian Survivor used to air, which was like July August sort of slot. Was him chasing her, but she's faster. Sure. Is that something she said? No, whatever. I don't believe Angela ever said that. Angela agreed with Leah after Leah brought it up that we should target the trio. However, if Leah wanted to get rid of Chelsea, I think Angela gets rid of Chelsea. Like, it wasn't a spot where, like, Angela's like, no, I'm never getting rid of Chelsea. I'm voting out T-Core. Like, that never happened. I think Angela goes with whatever Leah wants. And I think Angela's 100% fine with Chelsea. Is the channel AU is on doing bad? It is. Australian Survivor is actually, like, one of the only shows that survived, right? Of the reality shows. But also, I saw that Traders AU might be low again. I guess the host of Traders AU signed to another network. They would have to find a new host if they bring it back. See there, Brandon. I'm being an idiot. I should probably make them. How do you make them beast? I legitimately just don't know how to play this game. Not that. How do you heal? What's the heal button? Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. There we go. And I also don't know what X is. Great. I don't know what to do with draft up. I'm not like I'm willing to do a draft. I just don't know what is a good draft idea. Did I die already? I will make a video on the top 25 reality TV episodes. Probably eventually. I'm not dying to do it right now. I feel like that's a lot of research. I think the issue of the episode draft is that how many people actually know fucking episodes. I feel like people are going to take forever to draft episodes. Wow, that was fucking terrible. The end draft, obviously. That's exactly what you should do. Fight strap, I don't even think I can even tell you, like, what I would even want to draft outside of, like, Keisha's birthday. And I guess, like, Willie v. Frank, I guess. Did I die? Do I even have anything to heal? Where do I don't even know what I'm healing with. How's this guy not dead yet? There we go. Cool. Imagine not have a ranking of every episode before Survivor 43. I mean, again, I should have. I have a ranking of every episode of Seinfeld somewhere. Don't know where it is anymore. I had it at some point. I have a ranking of every Power Ranger episode as well. I don't know where that is either. Yeah, Jordan Russell's good. Really, Russell against anybody is good. Q versus Liz a fight? Now, is it? Kinda not. I generally actually don't remember if the contest was number one. I don't remember my list at all. I feel like I know it's high. I don't remember if I had it as my favorite episode ever though. But I also don't remember the list anymore at all. Or like I can assume like the parking garage is like very high and like the Chinese restaurant. Where I always like those like kind of like set piece sort of episodes. But yeah, I generally don't remember the ranking anymore. I want to find it. I want to find like these. I assume I must have it somewhere. Like it's not on my like current computer. I checked like a few flash drives I had from when like from a while back, and like I didn't see it there. But like I must have it somewhere. But don't know where as of right now. Scoring every episode you watch in the rewatch. What are you rewatching? Survivor or Big Brother? Imagine someone ranks every Big Brother episode. I feel like that sounds miserable. This Extortion best episode I've ever watched. I don't think I would have it number one, but I would have it very high though. It would definitely be top 10. I mean, again, I think the best episode is still Head of the Snake. That's what it's called, right? The Kagyan merge. I think that would probably be number one. This is Extortion's definitely. I think it'll probably be top 5. What else is there? Banana Etiquette's really good, obviously. What else is like super high? I forgot the name of the John Hennigan boot episode. But that's very high. I actually don't remember what was the Tevin Boot episode called. I know I should know it. I'm like if I see the title, I'll instantly be like, oh yeah, fuck, I should have known that. I already forgot what it's called, but I think that would like maybe crack top 10. Like I think that is a very good episode. Like scrolling through the other seasons in my head, it's like I think finale Edge of Extinction might be up there too. Hide and Seek, yeah. Yeah, because I remembered it had something to do with one of the things Q did. And I remember the episode before it was episode several. Rupert Boot, top. I don't know if it's top 5 for me. It's a very good episode. I think I personally want a bit more like splash in my episode, like a bit more like of a bigger vote off for me personally. Well, that's also why like the Shan one isn't as high for me personally. It's just that like again, it's like a very good episode in the sense that like it's his downfall for Shan. Um, but I think for me, my personal favorite episodes are ones that do have these like really big blind sides by the end of it. Savage episode more on Per Islands. I think I like Rupert more than Savage, but Savage's episode's good. I remember there's some weird pacing stuff with it though, isn't there? Yeah, it's that they don't merge until like halfway into the episode, right? You spend a lot of time on the original tribes after the outcasts go to the tribes just for them to merge anyway. Oh, we're adding Titans versus Rebel. Like, if we're adding international, we're like I was just thinking about U.S., but if we're adding international, and yeah, Eden Boots, like a billion. Like I don't know why I was trying to say that. Yeah, it's definitely very very high up there. Uh, Might be even like top 5 episode of all time. Is there no dialogue? I don't believe there is. We're like, yeah, this isn't like a narrative focused game. That's why I was willing to play it on stream. Like I know the bulk of the game is really just like doing this, I believe. It's like you clearing out areas and then defending the goddess. When she goes, oh yeah, episode here's your villains as well, obviously. I mean, yeah, that's a fun sequence for sure. The post immunity challenge on that episode. I think like the episode as a whole, though, I think it's like I don't know. I think I would go Rupert over. I don't know what this is. Cool. I still don't know what that is. It really dropped 2 top 10 episodes in back-to-back seasons. Yeah. Hey, he's been very good recently. Hopefully it sticks. I know that one of the producers on Australian Survivor posted AU Blood vs. Oh no, actually no, that's what it was. It was AU versus the World the day it started filming. It, like posted that like Brains for Brawn 2's in the can. It might be our best one yet, which is like again obviously they're gonna say that, but like I don't know. Seems like they at least have confidence in it because they could have just like not mentioned it at all. So like you would assume that they at least think it's good. So we'll see. Like, I don't get what these are. Like, do I want archers? I guess. Did they hype up Blood versus Water? I don't even remember. Actually, I don't remember any like preseason stuff with Blood versus Water at this point. Like even when Sandra's on, it's like I only remember like what the reaction was to that. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was the thing too. Yeah, actually, I thought Titans vs Rebels was gonna be terrible because they really didn't hype up Titans vs Rebels, and there was like all the production stuff happening too. Like supposedly like conditions were terrible. Try to convince Ryan and Kayla not to vape anymore. I mean, that's probably a good idea. Watching the Frasier boot and Wilneff's chat live is an all-time experience. Yeah, it was fun. Actually, I don't remember if I watched it live. Obviously, I watched it. By the way, has he ever watched any more AU? I haven't been paying attention, but like he hasn't continued, right? Since yeah, I'm looking at. I don't believe he's watched an episode. I'm looking at his VOD spreadsheet. When was the last time we watched an episode? September 3rd, 20 days ago was the last time we watched an episode. Can I recommend me something? What is it? Yeah, I knew he was doing that camp, not or knew whatever fuck that is. And yeah, TwitchCon just happened, so maybe he'll get back to it. I mean, he's about to get to where the season actually becomes decent, so I guess I just go for it. Is lime juice healthy? I don't know. Maybe, probably. I would assume it is, right? Like I know nothing about it. Should do on fire season ranking after 50. I mean, what would that even look like? That's not what I meant to do at all. Relatively quotes draft. What does that even look like? I don't know why you keep posting the dream twist thing. I already said it's like I don't know why you find this interesting. I mean, like I know what it looks like in terms of that. I'm saying like, what does it look like in terms of like, would people be able to consistently bring up quotes and not just like spend 20 minutes between questions or between picks? It seems to be having a heart attack. I mean, that's not great. Hopefully my internet's fine. I feel like I haven't had any like noticeable internet issues yet. That's probably jinxing it. Genuinely, I actually don't remember. Did we do those reality TV heroes and villains? Because if we did, then I would question why we did, because I feel like that's like a very arbitrary topic. Where it's like, who's judging over who's a villain, who's a hero? Lime sour? I would assume so. Least likely in 26? Probably Angela. Hannah Rose star making guest appearance on Tyson's podcast. Did Hannah Rose really go on Tyson's podcast? That's funny. Yeah, I've never listened to Tyson's podcast ever. Like, not that I'm opposed to it, it's just that's like, obviously I've just primarily focused on RGP. I'm actually behind on RGP podcast, where I still haven't listened to Slop for the last like 2 weeks. But yeah, who's like declaring these people as hero and villain though? Like, what's stopping you from like picking a good response to it? But like, I don't know. I just think it's like too arbitrary. Like, who's a hero and who's a villain? Repairing contraptions. I have no clue how this game even works still. But whatever. Yeah, I just feel like you're doing like, I feel like we need like a clear cut, like defined ruling with the draft. Or yeah, I think hero and villain is just like arbitrary. It's like anyone could decide like who's a villain, who's a hero. I mean, I actually think that's a better idea for me personally. Like, I would rather do okay. One, you need one person from a red tribe, one person from a blue tribe, one person from a yellow tribe. Uh, like at least that's one where like it's a defined like grouping of people uh, that you can pick from. John Lovett's Express lore, in my opinion, on this player. No, didn't really do anything to be honest. I don't feel like we really got much of substance from it. Where it seems like it just seems like he was the target the entire time. Probably lowers my opinion of Andy. Where, like it seemed like John was aware of the fact that yeah I'm fucked. And, like Andy was like panicking despite that. So it's uh, like I think it makes Andy look worse probably. But for John, it's just like I just think he got like a bad starting group. Uh, how do you fast forward again? Not that. What is this actually? I was just like where I have people placed. I did not mean to do that. I don't know how to like. What am I supposed to do? Oh wait, so it's LB and triangle to fast forward, right? But it's like I still feel like I don't know like what half these things are in this game now. Draft animals, sure. Imagine Rogue is on A versus the world. Thank God she isn't. I guess never say never because I guess Simon's not on. I still lost a lot of health from that, didn't I? Did you lose health from this? Oh, you do. Cool. Well, I fucked that up. I think you should have played Shine in the Dark. Yeah, but like that doesn't matter though, does it? It's still a 1/6 chance. I think in retrospect, yeah, he probably should have. I don't think it's like this like thing that demerits him as a player is that he decided to go for thinking that he could stay over like Sean Depart. David still rumored for the season. I haven't seen him like recently, but also too bad I haven't really seen any recently. Notice for what seems like every AU tribal, they have players split down the middle based on alliances. Yeah, don't they in the U.S. too? I'm pretty sure they always do that. Well, not always, but like they do that pretty often. They split them down by alliance. Where I think if you look at like a lot of like older school ones in particular, tribals, it's a lot of it is like usually like alliances sitting next to each other with the swing votes in the middle. You hate the 48 logo? I don't mind it. I don't like the 48. I feel like that's the part I hate. Everything else I actually really like. The 48 is what bothers me from the logo. Like I don't like the 48 being like made of like sticks. Like that kind of bothers me. It feels like Halloween. I guess. I actually like I don't like the 47 logo. It just feels very generic to me. I wish it was actually the initial one that we saw. Like the one that like the like not colored one that was in the trailer. The one that's like the wood carving of it. I think that looked a lot better than the real logo. But the real logo again like with the it's like red, blue, and yellow and stuff. It's like, I don't know, it just looks kind of boring. Yeah, gray outline too. It's not ideal. Logo draft? I mean, should we do logo draft? Yeah, ranking modern logos. I think it's like 40. I'm trying to remember my general thoughts on them. It's like 41, I think is fine. It's kind of like middle of the road. 42 is really bad. I think 42 might be the worst. 43 is actually probably my favorite. I think 43 is maybe number one. 44 is kind of blah. I don't like the castle stuff, like the brick stuff at the bottom. That kind of bothers me. I like 45s, but it's also kind of just like fine. Like it's nothing like too special. I just think kind of like the colors of it. 46s, I feel like I liked, but there's something that bothers me about it. I don't know what. I actually did watch Amazing Race Australia. I watched it at 2x speed. It was a not a lim anyways. It's like, who cares? Yeah, I didn't feel like there was anything particularly interesting with it. I think this has been a pretty blah Amazing Race Australia season. Oh yeah, the geckos on the sides. I find it funny how like the gecko only like showed up once, right? In the challenge. 13 minutes left. I don't like any of them, to be honest. I think they're all kind of bland. Legitimately, actually, who isn't boring of the teams that are left at this point? Like Cyrell and I don't even know her husband's name, but Cyrell was great. Um, she's gone though. Uh, I, I'm like legitimately like trying to think through the teams. Like none of them like feel particularly interesting. Let's see. There's Australia. What season is this? This season 8. Cool. Yeah, like Thorpe and Christian, they're whatever. Peter and Bridget, I mean, he kind of had like a bit of a meltdown this episode, but outside that, just kind of whatever. Havana and Stephanie, I feel like I know nothing about them. Chloe and Emily, they're kind of bland. Brooke and Adam, they're like likable, but they're not really anything. Billy and Oscar, they're kind of bland. Bam Bam and Logan, they're kind of bland. Um, Jeff and Lily, Jet and Lily were like kind of fine. Just because like Lily would quit everything, and I thought that was funny. Cyril's great, obviously. Natalie and Melinda couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about them. Luke and Julie were okay. I thought they were actually kind of funny, but they're gone. So yeah, cast kind of sucks. Definitive party, Persona 3 party member ranking. I don't think I'm far enough. I don't really like. I think like for me, it's like I'm not really gelling with this group nearly as much as I did Persona 5. Whereas like looking at the Persona 3 party members, it's like you got like Yukari, who's like fine. Junpei, like obviously this won't be a fair comparison, but like he just feels like another Ryuji, which obviously like again, he was before Ryuji, but I don't know, he's okay. Um, who else is there? Mitsuru, that's her name, right? She's fine. I like her. Um, and then the other one, Sonata, who yeah is also just kind of whatever. I don't know. It's like I think I connected to the Persona 5 ones a lot more. Transports are pretty bad. I know the entire like spoiler stuff. Like I'm spoiled on Fuka. I forgot about Fuka. uh, Fuka. I mean, like I feel like I know like I don't know enough about her yet, but she seems fine though. Like the thing is, like I'm always like comparing them to the Persona 5 versions, and the Persona 5 version is just like a lot more interesting to me. Whereas like Yukari's like the on, um, Junpei's like Ryuji, Sonata's like Yusuke, Mitsuru's like Makoto, I guess, and then Fuka's like Futaba, and I just feel like they're all like the Persona 5 versions, just like better versions of them. What was it about Owen? Uh, Good a time. Oh, actually, I knew about it. Yeah, I remember he posted this a while ago, didn't he? This like list of what seasons to watch when. I'm pretty sure he talked it over with like Shannon at a point, right? But yeah, yeah. I mean, like looking at the list, it's like it's about right. The seasons that are like the the ones to start off on, which are Pearl Islands, China, Tokuchins, Kaguyan, Militia Gen X, Dave vs. Goliath. I think that's a solid grouping. What is this? Trying to purify Tori gates between areas. Uh, Watch Jeff is going to announce another change to the show. We revealed the 47. I mean, I would not be shocked. Like, that's the norm for Jeff nowadays. I find it funny how he was talking about, oh my god, we're changing up Sweat and Savvy. It's like, well, we just changed it to another just boring task. Thank you. Exactly what I wanted. There's one episode in a few weeks. What are we talking about? Yeah, straight up. I thought, like, so I've seen a lot of the talk about the 47 premiere, and like, there's some people that are saying that it's like one of the best premieres. Well, I think there's other like I don't think it was. I think it was a bad episode for me personally. I should say bad episode. It was a fine episode, but like I do think for me like a big hindrance against it is I really did not like how much we got of people just searching for things. Like that's just not interesting TV to me. And again, there were good character moments to stem from it, from like Gabe and Rome, but I felt like we spent like what a third of the episode of people just searching for things. Yeah, it's like yeah, obviously yeah. There was the actual challenge that replaced Sweat and Savage, which was searching for keys, which was essentially an idol hunt sort of segment, and we actually get the real idol hunt segment after that, uh, from two tribes, which makes you question like when are we gonna get Yellow? Which um, yeah, based on previous stuff, I have a theory of where that's going, but yeah, we will see. BBAU, Carlos eviction. I love how you're trying to like, as if I'll fucking remember the Carlos eviction. I barely remember Carlos existing. Persona 5 is more tight narratively than 3. Imagine how tight Persona 6. I don't know if Persona 5 is more tight. I would actually say it's probably the opposite, right? Where like, again, I haven't finished Persona 3 yet, but I would assume Persona 3 is more of a tight narrative. I just think Persona 5 is a more like, I don't know what the right term is, but I don't know. I think there's more depth to the characters, at least in Persona 5. I'm interested in seeing where Persona 3 goes, though. Well, yeah, Rome said that it was like, his hot take is that like it's a travesty that Ozzy lost to Yule, right? CC Air finding out. Well, okay, I guess I'll say my theory based on like next time ons and stuff. I think it's Andy. I think Andy finds it out, or at least he finds the Beware advantage. Like I feel like that's probably where we're meeting. Yeah, will he get the idol ultimately? Again, who knows? But I would assume he's gonna find it Beware advantage. Probably share it with like Sam, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, more developed. I think that's probably a better phrase. Yeah, I think it's pretty. Yeah, I mean, again, I think the preview like made that. some people don't want to talk about the pre. I think it could be. I think Andy will find the Beware, but I don't think he'll get the idol, is what I would guess. I mean, Andy probably should. Like, if he does get his hands on it, he probably should just take the one tribal idol. But I think that's what I would do if I was on. Like, if I had that idol, I think I would just take the one tribal idol and just use it right away. I feel like you might as well. That way you can play the game like knowing you have security. I think it'll like allow you to play a bit more freely that way. Top for favorite players for BBAU 2020. I couldn't even tell you which season BBAU 2020 was. And that's the one with Daniel, right? But also, like, I could, like, I could probably tell you the cast. I could not tell you who I liked on that cast, though. Oh, had dialogue saying "help me." Is there any benefit to taking the one tribal idol and bluffing that's a full idol? Like, take the one tribal idol, not use it, and then like pretend like it's a full idol. You could, but I wouldn't do it personally. God damn it! Like War or something. Oh wait, I thought that was an enemy. God damn it. Vlia put up Chelsea with Tikora voted out Chelsea over Chemo Rubina. I think she. Well, I think against Chemo is a bit more questionable. I think if it was Rubina, I think Tikora would have voted out Chelsea. Against Chemo, it's a little bit more questionable. But yeah, if it's Rubina Chelsea, I don't think there's really much incentive for her to not vote out Chelsea. But like straight up, like keeping Chelsea in the game's not like that beneficial for T-Core. Or like Chelsea, like yeah, Chelsea just never had that same loyalty back that T-Core had for Chelsea. So like it's beneficial for Chelsea to keep T-Core in the game because like because Chelsea because T-Core had this like a lot of trust into Chelsea, wanted to take her deep. Like Chelsea never seemed to actually want to take T-Core deep. It's like theoretically for like T-Core, it's not the worst thing in the world to lose Chelsea. Obviously she doesn't know that. It's more likely Chemo winning and me buying PS5 Pro. I talked about this earlier. If Chemo gets to the end, I don't think it's unlikely Chemo wins. I just don't think he's getting there. I think there's a world where Chemo even beats Chelsea. Is there like when you're like looking at the votes? But he's not making it there. I think he's like primed to be like Final 5 boot at this point. Yeah, I'm not buying PS5 Pro. I wasn't going to anyway. Like, even if it came out and it was like $500 or something, which it was never going to be, like, I'm still not buying PS5 Pro. It's just like I was never going to buy the like upgraded console. Or like I can't even like make use of it anyway. Like my current TV is only a 1080 TV anyway, so it's like I have no reason to get a fucking like console to play 8K games. Yeah, it was so funny though, watching the announcement. Like when 700 came up, it was like so fucking funny. Like to me, it's not even like because obviously there's a lot of like pure like vitriol for Sony right now. Like to me, it's not even like to that level. To me, like I don't really like I just think it's funny. They're trying to sell this for 700. And again, people are gonna buy it. There's still gonna be people that buy this thing. Mind you, again, not the average person. But it's just funny to me, like, seeing them actually trying to get 700. Yeah, and it's all, well, like, yeah, you can buy a disc drive, which is another $100, right? Another 90, I think. So essentially, to get a disc, like, yeah, like a version of PS5 Pro to play discs, you have to spend, what was it, $900, right? Or no, $800. I'm a fucking idiot. Either way, ridiculous amount of money. Game. I don't think Andy's going home, personally. I would be pretty surprised if Andy gets home right away. Could he go home episode 3 or episode 4? Maybe, but I don't think he'll go home episode 2. I just feel like that. Oh, I fucked up. I wasn't paying attention there. I genuinely don't understand Concord. Like, I don't get why Sony ever thought Concord was a good idea. Like, that's just insane to me. That's even, like, a thing they ever, like, concepted, I guess. But I mean, I believe they actually bought it after it started development. But I think that makes it worse, right? Like, the fact that, like, they actually, like, bought into it. Like, it's not even, like, a thing that they started. It's, like, literally a thing they were like, you know what? We see Concord. This is what we need to have for PlayStation. It's like, it's just such a strange decision to me. I just want to see something real quick. Okay, that's fine. What was the typo? Oh, they took off Real Love Boat off the casting page. Travis, what's Jerry O'Connell gonna do now? With only, he's on the talk, right? That's what he's on currently. What's he gonna do without Real Love Boat? Yeah, Lunchley is that. Yeah, that controversy was also fun. Conquer being the next Astrobot? I mean, maybe. They might make a joke to it. But, yeah, whenever I buy Astrobot, I am going to stream it. I just don't feel like paying full price for it at this point. I'll play it eventually. Oh my god, this is so many enemies. Dude, I keep on pushing A thinking it's X, because I'm still thinking PlayStation. Favorite DM moment? I guess it has to be the G.I. Jane moment. I don't really have one. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh my god, this is my favorite DM moment of all time. I'm actually getting more convinced that Concord's not coming back. Or like I thought when they initially canceled it and everything, like I was like, okay, this is like clearly they're gonna try to bring it back. Like after like hearing more reports of things, like I don't know if they are, and like with the game director leaving and everything too, it's like maybe they are just giving up on it. Maybe they're just like taking their losses. I'm surprised the studio as a whole hasn't been shut down yet. Like, you would think that they would. Well, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe that's a sign from them. They're giving them other work. Schedules for Big Brother's fucked, right? I think this is the last week with a Wednesday episode, right? I think every other week after this, it's just 2 episodes a week. It's like Sunday and Thursday, I believe. And I believe finale week, there's a Friday episode. Just a clip show. Oh, I fucked up again. Goddamn, how did I do this again? I'm forgetting the Defender. I could not make fire. Obviously, if I was going on Survivor, I would also practice fire before going out. But as of right now, I could not make fire. I can make fire with like matches, but not with like flint. But too fair, I assume anybody can make fire matches, right? I guess like, I guess Becky and Sandra can't, but I guess too fair, Becky can, right? But Sandra can't. I mean, we're getting a double and that's it. Like it's just straightforward. This week's a double, and then everything else is just normal. Like what? We're getting a double here. We'll go down to 5. Next week we have the final 5 eviction. Week after that is the final 4. We're gonna have an entire week for final 4, aren't we? And then yeah, what final 3 is from the Thursday to the Sunday. It's a pretty standard schedule. What am I trying to do here? I don't get what this does. Like, what does this do by repairing this? Generally, I have no clue what's going on in the game at this point. Like, things are just happening. I'll see you later, historical. BBA 2023, one act. Wait, why? Oh, for worse. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's fine. Because, like, how did that win anything? Like, I think that might be, like, one of the most, like, bland reality TV seasons I've ever watched. I think the second person going home. I mean, looking right now, like, it's MJ. If not MJ, probably Angela. I think those are, like, the big 2 options. Like, I think MJ's becoming such a prime target to where, like, again, it would be a good spot to get her out. If they can't get her out, then, like, Angela's just a good, like, backup. Because, like, usually with doubles, it's, like, it's in a spot where, like, you don't, like, it's, like, the common talk is that, like, this big player would be a perfect time to get rid of this person. But it's, like, that's not usually how it works out. Most doubles, like, usually just, like, you just put up the most expendable people and the most expendable person goes home, to where, like, Angela, again, is very likely someone that would go home in that spot. Angela win HOH. I think she'll probably do. Would she do MJ Chelsea, or would she do Chelsea Cam? I think she'll target Chelsea. Won't be able to get him out. The question is who she put her up against. And, like, considering MJ just put her up, I could see it being MJ. It would not have been that had she not put her up, though. But I could also see it being MJ Cam. Or not MJ, fuck, Cam Chelsea. Which of that spot probably Cam goes, if Nam stay the same. Actually, really, he just outright goes if Nam stays. I believe he literally gets all 3 votes against him. Maybe MJ, but, like, again, she does have a final 2 with Chelsea because they're women of faith. So, that's something. Thank God I could save. I finally saved. How long have we been playing this? Oh my God, we're an hour and 38 minutes into stream. I didn't realize it was that late. How many levels are there in this game? It's about 9, I guess. They filmed in Connecticut? That's such a random location. Why are they filming in Connecticut? Is MJ's the worst HOH of the season? It's certainly up there. I mean, like, is Quinn's second one worse? No, actually, maybe MJ's is worse. I think MJ's coming out of this with less options than Quinn. Like, Quinn's was really bad. Second HOH was really, really bad. But at least there, it's like, as he, like, yeah, like immediately after HOH, he still had, like, Chelsea in his corner. I guess to be fair, MJ might still have Chelsea and Cam on her corner, but I don't know. I think this might be worse. Like, Gangray Leah is literally her worst case scenario. Where like Leah is just a shield for her and someone that does want to work with her moving forward. So again, by getting rid of Leah, she's getting rid of a shield, uh, and also again like lessening her odds of making it deep because like now there's not going to be as many people that want to take her to the end. T-Core's HOH is not bad. I think the way she handles it is not great. Getting rid of Tucker though is good for her. I was talking about this in the review, and I still stand by this. I think her getting rid of Tucker is good. Um, I think she should have done it purposely, where I don't think she did it purposely. I think she accidentally got Tucker out. But I think her getting rid of Tucker is the correct call to make it that spot. Or I think the issue is that she doesn't really do any like setup to really solidify her position in the game beyond that. But I think Tucker needed to go. And that was obviously like a prime opportunity to do it. Obviously, ideally, it wouldn't be her being the person to get Tucker out. But that was like a very good timing in the game to get rid of Tucker. Apparently, CTV is airing The Anonymous. I mean, The Anonymous is airing... Like, I don't understand what they're doing with The Anonymous. Because, like, they're airing The Anonymous at 11 p.m. on USA. It's like as if they're trying to make the show die. Which I think is a shame, because I think The Anonymous is actually, like, a really interesting show that's getting formatted terribly. But, I think it is actually, like, a really... Yeah, like, decent show, but, like, they're just, like, kind of not doing anything with it, seemingly. Okay, so I can't do anything else? How does this take for them to do things? Oh, I genuinely forgot about that. Trader's Canada does start tomorrow, doesn't it? Which, we'll talk about that next stream. We'll see how that goes. Queen's face after the Joseph vote should have been email. Who's Queen? I assume you mean MJ in that spot? They want the wrestling lead in. But, like, who the fuck is like, oh my god, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm going to watch The Anonymous afterwards. Like, it's such a weird decision to me. It's like, who's like a massive wrestling fan that's so excited to watch a show like The Anonymous? Which I guess, to be fair, like, how many shows are there like that on USA that would be a better, like, lead-in if you're going to have the show on USA? But, I don't know. It just feels like a strange decision. Oh, Quinn. Okay, yeah. I get it. Quinn, yeah, actually, I thought about that, actually. The reason I didn't is because I didn't have enough image, like, static image emotes. Because I tried to get an animated one, and I just didn't feel like it worked right. But, like, if I could have had... Like, if I had another, like, regular emote slot, I probably would try to get it. Race to Survive. What the fuck is Race to Survive? Let's see. I feel like I have heard of the show. But I also don't know what it is. Yeah, it is on USA, so that's something. Yeah, I'll probably never watch that, though. Like 650. I think it's looking less likely now. I think Leah or MJ's a better player. I think Leah is. But they're both not great. But I still feel like the majority of wrestling fans are not like the type of people that are going to be like watching like any sort of random reality show. Even though, again, I guess wrestling is its own reality show. I can't wait for Tim Spicer to be on 50. My favorite Survivor player ever, Tim Spicer. Yeah, I need an extra slot. Actually, what do I need to do to unlock another emote slot? Actually, for a like regular emote. I have too many animated emote slots. I don't want them. I'd rather have like just regular emotes. Let's see. Does it even tell you how to unlock more? Oh, there. I need 30 subs to unlock another emote slot. That's not happening. But whatever. I assume they're bad, but I haven't looked at what the ratings are for the anonymous. I can't imagine that they're good. Yeah, I mean they did it before in BBAU, but yeah, it's always a terrible format. Of just evicting who has the second most votes or whatever. Well, too bad. I need 30 sub points, which means like sub points you get one per every like tier, right? Like if it's a tier 1 sub, which obviously all of them are, you get 1 point. Tier 2, you get 2 points. Tier 3, you get 3 points. What the fuck is happening? How am I supposed to fight this thing? I don't even know what the fuck I just did. Anything. Cool. How am I supposed to be attacking this? Cool. That's great. I won't Kayla on 41? Yeah, but she's gonna say no, though. Julie Chen's been fired? I mean, imagine. Imagine he actually did the right thing. Who's a prediction for whoever really ran returning 50 no one's expecting? Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that my stream title. Like, oh, too bad. I guess like this is still a better stream title for like what's currently going on. But I was also gonna put congratulations, John Lovett, for being on Survivor 50. That was also gonna be my stream title. I could see John Lovett being on 50. He's obviously like not a lock or anything, but like I would be shocked if he's not at least in the conversation.